years. He came to Canada in 2018. He's a permanent resident of Canada, and he just went back to India to get married. Congratulations, Saket, for your wedding, and
Thank you, sir.
happy to see you. It's always a pleasure to see our applicants.
Right.
Long journey. As I was just saying, I had a meeting earlier today with Jansi's cousin, Priya, and I
Mm,
was just saying, now I see in all of Facebook, initially we had students getting the PRs and everybody, and now we actually see a lot of people getting married and kids
right,
coming up, and I see it in my Facebook page all the time. So
right.
congratulations. So Saket,
Thank
long
you.
journey with CIP. You've been with us to some. I think you attended a welcome party as well, right? Once,
Yes, I attended your welcome party like couple of times as well.
couple of times. Yes, yeah.
Right,
So
right, right.
he is from Hyderabad. He's a Telugu, and he. So which intake did you come with CIP, Saket?
2018 September intake, sir. Fall
20
intake.
September. I left my job in 2016.
Mm.
2017, first year when we had our first intake, and Saket was in a second. So how is life going on, Saket? How are you doing?
So far, so good, sir. Actually, good. It's good to be part of CAP, actually. You're very helpful because I was in a mess when I applied for Canada. I consulted a couple of consultancies before coming to Canada, so they misguided me. So I had to come back to CIP. So you were the one who suggested with took the proper course and the correct one. So yeah, very thankful to you actually.
I'm happy that we have good people like you, and we're always happy to see
Right,
you coming back. Full cycle, as I said, we have study visa, and then
right,
PR, and then we have marriage, and then spousal sponsorship and parents. We
right, right, right.
very happy to hear. So, Saket, how was your experience with CIP? Those days we were only three people: Akhil, Anilan, and
Exactly,
myself.
exactly. So Anil was very helpful. I consulted Anil in the beginning. So he was the one who helped me with all the application processes, visa, and letter of recommendations, SOP, and everything. So he guided me, and we were able to submit the application the right time. And I got my approval about in 45 days. And back in 2018, right? So yeah, it was all good.
That's good. So, how was your studies in Conestoga? You lived in Kitchener-Waterloo first for your first year.
Mm-hmm.
So, what were the difficulties you faced? Like everybody wants to see about how life is easy and nice, but the reality, I want to show the reality where, there's a lot of
True, true,
struggle when you move from your home country to a new country. So, what were the
true,
challenges
true.
you had to face while, when you first moved to Canada?
To be honest, we were maybe the first people in Canada to, settle here. Because, most of the people, when they consider pursuing their masters, the first choice would be US. So people started coming to Canada from 2017 to 2018. So no
Telugu
one
people.
was able to guide us here.
Started. So when President Trump came in, then they realized US started
Exactly.
granting visas, and
True,
it's
true.
actually right for non-IT people. Canada is a great option. Yeah.
Correct. So there was no one to guide here, but in terms of housing, in terms of part-time. So you were the one who came to the airport and picked us. There were about three people in the airport. So we didn't know where to go. We didn't have proper housing. We didn't know whom to contact. So you were the one actually who came to airport and connected the people, the right people actually. There were, if you remember, there were Prashant, Suresh, from 2017 batch actually.
Yes,
So
yes.
you connected them to
I
us.
picked it from the airport. I didn't remember that. That is nice.
Yes.
Who else was with you from CIP? You, Saket?
I and Mrunal along with me, and there was another guy called, I don't remember his name actually. There was another guy with us, so there were three people, three to four people. No, 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 there were five people actually. I don't
Mm-hmm.
remember the other three guys people, but there were five people.
Okay, so I was there at the airport. Interesting. I should find the
Yeah,
videos. That's nice. So
you came to the airport. Yeah.
that's nice. So how about your your life in Canada? How was it as a student managing study, work?
It was kind of, tough getting in here because everyone had a dream to move to abroad and work here. It seems like, it's a fairy tale actually. But once you land in abroad, that is where your life begins. The way
Exactly.
you get to, like, you need to manage everything. You need to work. You need to complete your education. You need to get your master's degree. You need to apply for a work permit. So it is everything interlinked. But getting a part-time was one of our toughest jobs. But luckily, we got one in about a week or so. So it is
Wonderful.
more of contacts.
Yeah.
In Canada, you need more contacts. Other than that, like
More about networking, finding the right people.
networking, contacts, yeah, the one should be able to guide you properly, or else there are people who mislead every time. Yeah,
Okay. So you studied in Conestoga, you studied in Humber. How was your studies? How did you manage your studies and your part-time job?
it was, pretty much not easy actually, because you need to work, you need to complete your task, you need to complete your assignments, you need to manage everything, you need to cooking. So everything is kind of tricky, but you'll get used to it at a stage. In the beginning, you'll miss your home, you'll miss everything, but you'll get used to it at a later stage. And 20 hours working. Earlier, we had only 20 hours of working, right? So 20 hours, and then we need to manage everything. So it's kind of, it feels good actually when you do it yourself.
That's nice. Yes. So you successfully transited from, you studied global business, supply
So
chain, and then you worked as an IT. Your last job,
IT, yes.
what was your position in your last job?
I was a software developer.
Software developer. What was your domain in software development? Was it Java or what was it?
Java front end.
Front end, you're into front end into Java. That's good.
Yeah.
So how was the job market? Like, it's a bit tough with the recession and all that, but we still have so many
True,
students who are getting jobs, and it's only a question of time.
true. So I graduated during the COVID time, the 2020 March. So, that was the toughest period to graduate actually. So we were locked up in Canada for about a year, I believe so. So we were unable to find any jobs, but luckily the government was very helpful here. They were offering all the financing support and everything here. So that is where we thought of, switching our careers to different things. So here the IT market is too good actually. So that kind of helped me to get into TD Bank.
That's good. Well, I'm not going
Mm,
to ask in the details of your
right.
interview and stuff, but like so what and you got your Canada had this TR to peer program. So Saket got
Right,
his permanent
right.
resident, the temporary residence to permanent residence pathway program. I think it was, I remember 2 years ago when this happened, I was there with CIP team and we
True,
did a lot. I think we've helped almost about 500 people those days.
true, true.
Every day we were in the Zoom and the day the program went live, we were there nonstop for almost about 18 hours. 3 to 4 days
Mm,
we were there every day for 15 to 16 hours. And when the program went live, I still have the picture. We went to bed like about 5 a.m.
right, exactly. So even we, like about a bunch of people, we gathered in a house. We were filling out applications. It kind of, we slept about 6 in the morning because about May 6th, I remember, at 12 o'clock, they released the applications.
They released the
So it was,
application. We were there, and many
yeah,
people.
yeah, yeah. It's really crazy.
It was. Well, congratulations. So your
Thank
advice,
you.
like all the international students, prospective students, Telugu students from Hyderabad or other students, what would
Mm-hmm.
be your advice, about studying and living abroad? What would you advise them to prepare and understand?
I would say definitely, don't panic, don't overthink about anything. Just plan accordingly, plan your finances, plan your housing, get in touch with people who are in Canada. because those are the ones who would be able to help you. Other than those, you won't be able to, land in a good job or something. So at least have some contacts. There are numerous groups, WhatsApp groups. At least you can take, guidance on what to take, like, proper courses and everything. So that should be able to help you.
That's good. Yeah. So, well, thank you very much, Saket, for
Thank you,
joining at
sir.
this and
Thank you.
sharing your experience with
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time, sir, and for
CA.
your complete guidance.